Something chilling happened at Niagara Falls, New York, where a black mom with her 9-year and 5-month-old kids jumped into the fall. The news has shocked nearly everyone in the United States, mainly due to the mysterious nature of the method used to give up life. The fact that a 9-year-old boy and a 5-month-old baby girl did not know what was about to happen to them has left many heartbroken. We are talking about Chianti Means, a 33-year-old mom living in New York who was in a disturbing mental condition. She shared what she was feeling on social media, saying she wanted her family back. But why would she jump into the fall with her 2 kids, leaving everyone in deep agony? Welcome to a new episode of Uncovering Untold Stories, a channel where we talk about the secret and hidden historical stories, events, and incidents of the past that find their roots in either religious or history books. It's a place where you will hear the most unorthodox and hard-to-believe stories that have been forgotten but are part of history, shaping our lives to this day. In this episode, we will tell you about the heartbreaking news of the murder-suicide of a black mom and her 2 kids, and the reason why that happened. Let's get started. Niagara Falls, straddling the border between the United States and Canada, is one of the most iconic landmarks in North America, drawing millions of visitors every year. Known for its stunning natural beauty, the thundering waters have long been associated with romantic getaways and family vacations. But on the evening of October 28, 2024, this beloved destination was transformed into the site of a harrowing tragedy. In a matter of moments, the falls became the setting for a fatal plunge that claimed the lives of 33-year-old Chianti Means and her 2 young children, 9-year-old Roman Rossman and 5-month-old Mecca Means. This incident, which authorities have labeled an apparent murder-suicide, has left the community and the broader public grappling with grief and confusion. The night of October 28th started like any other for the visitors at Niagara Falls. As darkness fell, Luna Island, a small overlook nestled between the American Falls and the Bridal Veil Falls, offered a perfect point for viewing the illuminated falls. However, at around 9 p.m., witnesses were left stunned as they saw a woman climbing over the guardrail with her children. According to bystanders, Chianti Means, with an expression of eerie calmness, first sent her son Roman over the edge. The child's terrified screams were swallowed by the roar of the falls. Seconds later, she pushed her infant daughter Mecca before throwing herself into the churning waters below. Authorities were notified immediately, and both the New York State Park Police and state troopers were on the scene within minutes. Yet, despite the rapid response, they were unable to save Chianti or her children. The powerful currents and mist generated by the falls created near-zero visibility, complicating any immediate rescue attempts. The fall itself is a near-vertical drop of over 200 feet, and the turbulent waters below make it exceedingly difficult to locate or recover bodies swiftly. In past incidents, victims have taken days, if not weeks, to resurface, if they are ever found at all. Security footage reviewed by police confirmed the horrific sequence of events. Investigators observed Chianti deliberately placing her children over the guardrail before following them herself, ruling out any possibility that this was an accident. This evidence, with eyewitness testimonies, strengthened the authorities' belief that the act was intentional. However, what drove Chianti to such an extreme decision remains a point of deep investigation. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos about little heard and untold real historical stories. Let's continue now. Following the incident, a large-scale investigation was launched to uncover the circumstances behind this unthinkable act. The New York State Police and State Park Police deployed a host of resources to locate the bodies of Chianti and her children. The New York Marine Patrol, aviation units, and underwater recovery teams were all mobilized, utilizing everything from high-tech drones to sonar equipment in an effort to comb the river below. Yet the unforgiving waters of Niagara Falls, which move at a rate of over 3,600 tons per second, presented insurmountable challenges. The violent currents can carry debris, and tragically, human bodies far downstream, complicating recovery efforts. In a press conference, Trooper James O'Callahan said that based on evidence, the incident was not accidental. "We have reason to believe this was a deliberate act," he stated, choosing to withhold specific details to protect the integrity of the investigation. The eyewitness accounts were described as alarming, hinting at the traumatic nature of what bystanders witnessed that night. Authorities are still piecing together the motivations behind Chianti's actions, with early indications pointing to a possible mental health crisis. As the news of the tragedy broke, more information about Chianti Means' life began to surface. According to her LinkedIn profile, Chianti worked as a domestic violence counselor, a role that ironically placed her in a position to help others handle difficult emotional and psychological challenges. Friends and family described her as a caring and devoted mother who was deeply committed to her children. However, behind the surface of a professional and loving parent, it became clear that Chianti was silently struggling with her own inner issues. In the weeks leading up to the tragedy, Chianti had been active on social media under the nickname Diamond Scott, where she posted several troubling messages that now seem to hint at her deteriorating mental state. In one of her posts, she wrote, "You have to hold on to the ones you love. Never know when you might lose them." Another post expressed feelings of intense loneliness, especially as the colder months approached. "I wish someone would love me because the man that's supposed to does not," she lamented in a now heartbreaking post. Just a few days before the tragedy, she wrote, "I'm in love with my daughter's father. I want my family back. Respectfully, I don't care what I said about him before or what anyone else thinks." These posts paint a picture of a woman and struggling mother grappling with an emotional breakdown. The posts reveal Chianti's struggle with feelings of abandonment and rejection. In one particularly chilling post, she stated, "I'm sick of irritation, anger, sadness, and rage." Friends who saw these messages expressed concern but were unaware of the depth of her despair. Tragically, these cries for help went largely unnoticed, and no intervention came in time to prevent the horrific events at Niagara Falls. In the wake of the tragedy, Chianti's family spoke out about her ongoing struggle with postpartum depression. Her cousin, Beara Hamilton, said that Chianti's actions were not driven by a romantic breakup, but rather by a deep struggle with depression that she had kept hidden from most people. "Her death wasn't over a man. My cousin was silently fighting depression alone," Hamilton shared. The revelation that Chianti had been battling postpartum depression has prompted a broader conversation about the mental health challenges faced by new mothers, particularly those who may feel isolated or unsupported. Both of the children's fathers are reportedly cooperating with the ongoing investigation, although authorities have confirmed that neither is considered a suspect in the case. In fact, investigators have clarified that no criminal charges are expected to be filed. Instead, the focus of the investigation remains on understanding the full circumstances that led to this tragic event and knowing whether Chianti's mental health played a role. Detectives are also examining whether there were missed signs or opportunities for intervention that could have prevented the tragedy. The police have not ruled out conducting further interviews with friends, family members, and colleagues who might have been aware of Chianti's struggles. The tragedy has sent shockwaves through the community, both in Niagara Falls, New York, where Chianti lived, and in the broader region. Friends took to social media to express their sorrow and disbelief. Kayshana Morgaine, a close friend, wrote, "I have been speechless and crying. My heart is broken. Mental health is no joke." Another friend, Amanda Roberts Conrad, shared how she last saw Chianti during a birthday celebration in the summer of 2023. "She seemed so happy then, playing with her son and nephew in the bouncy castle," Roberts Conrad recalled, adding that she had no idea Chianti was suffering so deeply. A candlelight vigil was held at the Bacon Memorial Presbyterian Church in Niagara Falls, where community members gathered to honor the memory of Chianti, Roman, and Mecca. The vigil served as a moment of collective mourning, but also a call to action for greater awareness and support for mental health issues. Despite the efforts of the New York State Park Police and other agencies, the bodies of Chianti and her children have not been found. The grim reality is that, like many others who have gone over the falls, they may never be recovered. This devastating incident has sparked waves of grief far beyond their immediate circle, as the sudden loss of 9-year-old Roman Rossman and just 5-month-old Mecca Means has touched the hearts of many. The thought of such young lives being taken away so abruptly is deeply painful, especially given how Mecca was still a baby and Roman had only just begun to explore the world around him. The kids did not know their lives would end in such a way when their own mother, the one whom they felt was their protector, would push them into the fall. The death of a mother along with her children is one of the most heartrending tragedies imaginable. Do you believe Chianti Means jumped into the fall, along with her 2 kids, because she wanted her husband back? Or do you think there might be other reasons that the police should focus on during the investigation? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on this tragedy. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We bring videos on stories that might sound controversial, mysterious, and shocking, but are real and have roots in religious and history books. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.